Now this light fixture, I gotta finagle up there through the bathtub on my ladder and reach over because I want you to see everything that I'm seeing. And I'm gonna just lightly score this with my sheetrock knife around the trim here because I have a feeling this ceiling has been painted within the last 30 years. And when I try to take this down, it might not want to come down nice and easy. Greasy. So that's why I'm taking just a few minutes, not much, to kind of go around this. And this stuff is already flaking on the back side here because this is an old light fixture and it's had moisture up here. Now to get that off, I've got these set screws on the side, and the first thing you got to do is take the glass down. So just hang on to that and get your screws backed out. And sometimes you have to go pretty far in this. Don't make the assumption that this glass is going to stay and then you turn around and let go and it drops out and kabang and crash and breaks on the floor. Okay. Chances are I'm not going to need to use this anymore, but it might fit another light fixture that you happen to have somewhere in your house that you can save that. Because if I get a new light fixture, it's going to come with its own globe. And at this point, I'm just going to kind of leave it like that. I'm going to undo this light bulb too so that I can get up to these next screws. And usually there's a junction box up here. And there's two screws here that all I have to do is loosen them up and swivel the base. And it should come down. I'm going to let the camera roll. And I see where the screws are. Now you don't have to take these screws out all the way. I'm just going to loosen them up, maybe a 1/4 inch is all. And boy, I've got to be ready here because man, this stuff is just falling. And now I can swivel this just a little bit, and then there's a bigger hole on that, and I can lower that down. Holy Toledo! You can see this. I'm not quite sure just yet what's going on with this. I wish they would have done a little bit better job with hooking this stuff up, you know. But see, I'm seeing something right now. It's kind of shorted there or something. This wire nut seems to be kind of black, and it almost looks like it's been frayed off. I'm thinking somehow maybe that's what was causing this thing to short out, is this wire nut right here. And it was touching the metal, and it was probably arcing, and I don't know why that would be. But it just sure seems to be suspect. And then maybe when that heated up, it just hit the backside of this metal. It might be something as simple as that on what's happening here. You know, before I go too much further, I think I'm going to turn the light, the breaker back on, and just see if that's what the culprit is. Let me turn the breaker back on. That light might go on when I hit the light switch. We'll see in a minute. We're going to just check this for kicks. I've got the breaker back on. I have not turned the light switch back on yet. 3, 2, 1. Kaboom. It's working. That's what it is. That one simple little thing right there. And I'm not quite sure what happened to that wire nut. the wire nut has gotten too close to the metal of the back side of the light fixture, and it was somehow the wire nut was heating up, and it touched the back of that metal, and it was arcing, and then that would cause the light switch to flick, or the light to flicker and then go off. That's simple. Now, I think I'm going to take that. I'm going to have to look and see if I got any wire nuts, and I think I do. But you know, if I push that wire nut up there far enough, see, I don't think anything's ever going to happen, like a fire or anything. The wire nut still looks intact, but maybe over time it's kind of sparked a little bit, and the light fixture's gone on off. The light bulb has gone on off. And then that's what has heated that up, and it might have worn the wire nut a little bit thin, and so that might kind of be a safety issue, even though it's in a metal box up in there. It's not a plastic box, it's a metal box, because this house is over 40 years old, I'm sure. Okay, but just to be on the safe side, I'm going to look at that the wire nut a little bit more, and hopefully I think I've got another wire nut that I can put on there.